What up, peeps? So, backyard, big news in the fitness world right now, and it's really big news just because I'm been in the industry for so long. Mainly this little peak that I'm going to talk about, and it's CrossFit. Like what's going on in CrossFit? There's been a lot of shaking around. So I started in the CrossFit game about over 10 years ago, and I got in it first through just kind of participating in it, and then I became a coach in it, and then I went to pretty much every seminar they offered, and they were all amazing. I did a level one, of course. I met, Glassman, I met Castro, bro hugs kind of shit, and everything seemed right. I knew a lot of people that were in the level one staff and people that wanted to be in the level one staff, and it was at some point really, really cool, and everyone wanted to do it. Everyone wanted to be in the staff, and you wonder, like, why do all these young people want to be part of that staff? I wanted to be part of the staff at some point, and you realize it's that cool factor, right? That like the going out, hanging out with these people, doing whatever the things they did. They're young. So with all that came a lot of stuff, and then fast forward, 8 9 years, the owner did some shit at a wrong time, posted some shit that a lot of us don't agree with, and it really was the straw that broke the camel's back, in my opinion. And it's interesting because the analogy that I use with exactly what's going on right now with CrossFit is this: most of us have had this. The only person that I think that hasn't had this is probably my wife, because she hasn't dated that many people. But that moment your boyfriend or girlfriend is just been fucking up. They've been fucking up for years, and they just haven't done the thing for you to break up with them. Right? You're like, just do something wrong, and I'm just gonna fucking break up with you. And Glassman did that. He did that thing that that's it. So guess what? Everyone that was on edge broke up with them. They broke up with CrossFit. So that's all done with. About 1,000 affiliates decided that they're gonna disaffiliate, which the affiliates pay CrossFit, I believe, like $3,000 a year or some number like that. So it was a big chunk, a big deal. And some of them did mention that if Greg Glassman was to leave, they might decide to stay with it or not cancel. Some of them, the contract's not over till December or whatever it is. Now, guess what happened? That girlfriend or that boyfriend got a makeover. So now, it's just like going back to that analogy that I was talking about. You see them walking down the street with that new person and you get a little jealous. Great move, CrossFit. All these affiliates, that had pulled out, now are second guessing their thought. Now they're second guessing, should I go back with CrossFit or should I go do those things? And I think it's going to be a really, really good thing to see. Is like all those people that talked a big game or whatever it was, right? Which I think the new CEO Eric, it looks so super cool, fits the part. Seems like he's got some good managerial roles in his belt. But I think it'll be very interesting to follow some of these gyms that pulled out really quickly, or what kind of managerial role do they have? I mean, look into these 1,000 gyms that pulled off, and all of a sudden, the girlfriend or the boyfriend looks a little better, and then you get right back to it. That's where I sit in all of this. I personally have had a great experience throughout my life with CrossFit. I kind of grew out of it in a sense of I wanted to do something a little bit different with my life. But it's going to be some interesting things happening. There's a lot of shaking and baking. And by the look of things, the new structures and the new people in different roles, it seems like they're going to hold on to stay with it. A lot of us thought that this shit was over, that it had crashed and burned. But again, the people that know some shit, they know how to get off the ground. And we always talk about, it's not many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get up. And That's what makes a difference in these industries, whether it's fitness or car companies or electric companies or gas companies, whatever it is. If you have some heavy hitters in those companies, they're always going to figure out a way to get out of it. And just make sure and you see who are the people just jumping on bandwagons here and there, and those are the people that you need to look out for. Those are the really people you need to look out for. And the principles are always true, guys. Stand behind what you believe in and question it and be part of it and grow with it, and always understand that your core values deep inside, not what necessarily someone taught you, but the things you actually feel are very important. Very important. And you taking a stand for it, it's awesome. I'm finishing up a book right now. It's called Give the Devil Its Due, and it's exactly about that. It's about standing up for not only what you believe in, but what you know is to be true. And who, right, wrong, good, bad. I've had some crazy thoughts about all that stuff, and what you know now, with the information you know now, make the best decision that you probably can. Being emotional and shooting shit on the social medias, write this on your wall. It's probably not ever the best choice, but the industry is getting shaken up again, and if you're in the health and wellness industry, keep helping people. I mean, that's why we got into this game, and that's what we do, and that's what drives us, and that's what's important. And if that's always going to be the case, if you do your best to help people and to guide people and to be there for people, I believe you're always going to be successful. So appreciate you guys. Look into this whole CrossFit thing. There's a lot of floating boats still. There's still a lot of opportunity right now to get into that. There's still a lot of opportunity to get out of it, and there's a lot of up and flows with that. But I wish them the luck, just like everything else. I hope they continue to keep making the impact that they did, and good luck to everyone involved. All we can do is cheer for one another. And like my brother-in-law always says, if the tide rises, all the boats rise. Peace.